Coming at you from an undisclosed location. I'm Guy in the bunny suit. Are extraterrestrials real? Yes, you betcha. Everything from viruses to bacteria to the crazy intelligent stuff. Now, on other galaxies, I believe there are creatures that exist that would probably resemble like a dinosaur, but I do not believe they have any kind of intelligence. But with this video, I want to look at the good book, the Bible, the guidebook to the supernatural. Now, I made another video, so if you're watching this video, I want you, when you're done with this, go back and watch a video I made. It's something like NASA, Ghostbusters, something like that. Go watch that video. It's kind of a quickie. It's a cool video, but it's a quickie. But this one, I'm going to go in a little more detail, break some things down. Let's first look at sleep paralysis. Let's look at this first before we go to the Bible. But sleep paralysis says it happens in REM sleep, REM. If you wake up during REM sleep, you will have hallucinations. That's something common in sleep paralysis. You will have hallucinations. You will see creatures of various sorts. Everything from monsters to maybe even your deceased grandmother, to grays, the little grays, the big head, the large eyes, and I've actually experienced that myself. Now, I've suffered with sleep paralysis all of my life. There was one instance happened probably a couple of years ago. There was one. It was weird because he was standing at the side of my bed, one of these grays, and I guess sleep paralysis, and I was laying in the bed. I seen this, and he had like it's kind of funny. It was scary during the time, but thinking back on it, it's kind of funny. And he had on like a old Dracula cape, like the big top and a cape, and I was jerking and telling my wife to help me. But now, there are some people that never experience sleep paralysis. Up until much later in life, and then when they experience sleep paralysis, they start thinking that they've been abducted by aliens and manipulated by aliens. But this is where demons, evil spirits, can manifest into this world. Now, let's look at the book of Job here in 26 in verse 5. There was a verse, I don't have it on my notes, I didn't bring it up here with me, but there is a verse I want to read in Job. But Job, believe it or not, I cannot remember the verse, but he actually suffered from sleep paralysis, and he was experiencing an evil spirit. But here, I'm going to do a little bit of a word study here. Job 26:5 says, "Dead things are formed from under the waters, and the inhabitants thereof." Now, the word we want to look at there is the word dead. Okay, now you got to use the Strong's Concordance on this, and those of you that use Strong's, or you want to use Strong's, the number is 7496 over in the Hebrew. And that word dead means Rapha. A ghost, dead, deceased, Rephaim. And we know that Rephaim is, well, those of you who don't know, and a lot of you, if you're watching the video, you do know, Rephaim is a giants. There was a tribe of giants. There's actually 6 different, in the Bible mentions 6 different tribes of giants. Now you can get this in the Bible, everything from 2 Peter, Jude, 1 and 6. So we might look at that here in a minute. But dead, okay. So again, Rapha, a ghost. So if you see your dead grandmother, that's not Granny. It's an evil spirit. Okay. If you look at the story of the witch of Endor, when the witch, King Saul wanted the witch to raise up Prophet Samuel. That was not Prophet Samuel. That was an evil spirit manipulating both the witch and King Saul. He came up, she said, "I see a man with a cloak, or a mantle." No, that was an evil spirit. So right here, we find, what is a ghost? It is a ghost, dead, deceased, Raphaim, giants. Giants come from, demons come from disembodied giants. When the giants died, their spirits remain on earth. Read in the Book of Enoch. You can download a digital version of the Book of Enoch, or if you want to, there's this guy, his name is Michael Archangel on YouTube. He actually reads chapters from the Book of Enoch, and he does these really cool videos with his reading. So if you want to learn more about the Book of Enoch, either read it yourself or Michael Archangel, I recommend going to watch his videos, because I like his video illustrations, and he's reading directly from the Book of Enoch. So ghosts are evil spirits. So, and I know a lot of people that's into like ghost hunting and stuff. Hey, I'm sorry if you're seeing like somebody that has died and went on. No, so yeah, you go one place or the other, heaven or hell. You go to be with the Lord, or you go to hell. Your dead loved one does not remain on earth. They're not going to haunt places or anything like that. If you're seeing things, you're seeing evil spirits, demons. And what is a demon? It's a ghost. What are these ghosts? They are disembodied spirits of the giants. So again, right real quickly, Job 26 and verse 5. Dead things are formed from under the waters, but you got to use your Strong's Concordance. You got to look at these words. We read the English version of the Bible, so you got to go back to your original text, the Hebrew and the Greek. So get you a Strong's Concordance. I'm going to read you the 6 list. This is in the Bible, the King James Bible. 6 tribes of giants. So you can go in Deuteronomy chapter 2, verses 10 through 23. You got the Rephaim. That means lofty men. You got the Emim, that means terrible ones. The Horim, cave dwellers. Avims, dwellers among the ruins. The Yanakim, long neck ones. And then the Zamzumims, and that means tall ones. Evil spirits, when the giants die, their spirits remain on earth. You can read more about that in Genesis chapter 6. Another verse I like is Jude chapter 1 verse 6. It says, And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness, under the judgment of the great day. What do? You had angels that come to earth, laid with human women, gave birth to giants. There you go. So these, when you're having sleep paralysis, these aliens, the little grays, the big heads, demons, these are spirits of disembodied creatures, and they can take on different forms. They can be like the little grays. They can be monsters. They can be Bigfoot, Mothman. They can take these forms. Apostle Paul tells us in Ephesians 6:12 that there are spiritual wickedness in unseen realms. There is a realm that we can't see, with some pretty scary things.